Today we're taking an awesome look at the ARZOPA Z3FC, a portable monitor that is 2.5K and 180 hertz refresh rate that is at the moment under $200. Guys, that is absolutely insane. Whenever I first got into gaming, I'll admit I wasn't quite that familiar with portable monitors. You know, I just knew, do you game on a PC monitor or do you play on a TV? I never really thought of the hybrid in between until the Nintendo Switch came out, and the idea of playing anywhere kind of really started to hit me a little bit harder. That's kind of whenever I was introduced with the idea of a portable monitor, which allows you to essentially game anywhere, but that includes on your Xbox, on your Switch, on your PlayStation, maybe a mini PC or something like that. And what exactly do I mean by that? Well, of course, with the Switch, you can bring it anywhere and play it. But you know how whenever it's in dock mode, there's a higher refresh rate, higher quality, and it just looks better. Well, this allows you to do that with this portable monitor that you can bring in different places with you. It's the same thing where if I wanted to bring a suitcase with my Xbox in it, but let's say I don't really have a suitcase big enough to hold my TV, this is also to fill that role. This is essentially a TV screen that you can bring around with you to hook up to expand what you're able to do when you're on trips or you need a random place in the house. But also with it being a second monitor, I mean, you can use it for lots of things. A lot of people use these monitors for a laptop. You can connect it to a laptop to have a duplicate screen. That way, if you're going to a hotel, if you're going to meetings and you just need that second screen with you, you can pack up one of these bad boys to bring with you. It has HDR support, it supports FreeSync, and lots of other features. And so I am super excited about using this and showing y'all how cool it is. I have been able to be 100% wireless when utilizing this with the Switch. I get my Switch dock and I connect it to a power bank, and then I get my screen and I connect it to a power bank as well, and I can literally just walk around and not needing a plug at all. Now, something we will look at is this screen, since it does require higher power, needs certain voltage amounts to come out of those power banks. I have one that I'll suggest a little bit later that I utilize that has been awesome. There are a couple other things that I was kind of having issue with that I've seen some other reviewers talk about, but can easily be resolved with turning off a couple different settings within the monitor. So I'll talk about that as well. But yeah, guys, let's just kind of do the unboxing together. We'll break down into this. I'll give my overall thoughts, which honestly my overall thoughts are great, and I'll just show it in a couple scenes and how it can be used for gaming. All right, here we go. Ooh, okay. Right here, I believe, is the sleeve it comes with. Oh my goodness, guys, this feels like such high quality. This feels so nice. It's hard to explain it. And then inside, we got nice soft material. We'll definitely take a better look at this here in a bit, but that is nice. And then right here, we got the monitor itself. I gotta be so careful with it. Let's lift it right here. Guys, that is so lightweight. Like, not in a bad way as in cheap, but it's just lightweight. I mean, it is a portable monitor. I mean, it's kind of what you expect. Before I open this up though, let's take a look at the cords in here. So first we got a user manual right here. So that is nice, a lot of good information. Right here we have a warranty card, scanned for 24 plus 12 months warranty. So that is nice. Right here we have what looks like a USB or a micro HDMI to HDMI, so that's perfect and needed for this. That way, if you want to plug up your Switch, your PlayStation, your Xbox, your computer to this, if you don't have the USB-C to USB-C display, which is exactly what this is right here, USB-C to USB-C. And then this I would see online. I'm actually going to open up this one right now. Is USB-C to USB-C, but there is a nice angled USB-C right here That way you can attach it in and it's not as much in the way. So that's really nice. I think that's it. Here we go. Ooh, that's lovely. But here we go right here. Some of the different specs: IPS ultra wide viewing angles, HDR, 180 Hertz, 2560 QHD, ultra lightweight, which I will say, Type C. That is, oh, that is nice. Okay. And then let's go ahead and take a look at the sides and tops and everything. So here we go with the top right here. Okay. We have what looks like a power button, a plus, and a settings, volume and a minus, OSD. Here's the micro HDMI and the two USB-C ports. Then on the back we have the stand right here. This is something that's really neat. So it's just one stand, and then you just set it down like that. That is awesome. Okay, I'll let y'all take a closer look at everything now. Now, after actually using this thing for a while, there's a lot more to it than just the 180 hertz and 2.5K specs, which honestly is the main highlight. You know, first of all, the colors on this thing actually look really good. It supports HDR, has 107% sRGB color, and overall everything just looks vibrant and clean. I remember the first time I was using this and looking at it, I felt like crying. Whether I'm gaming, watching videos, or editing, you know, everything just has a sharper and more colorful look to it compared to most portable monitors. And honestly, the smoothness is probably the biggest thing I noticed. Not just in gaming, but even just moving around windows, editing videos, scrolling pages, everything just feels faster and just more responsive. You know, as far as connectivity, setup is honestly really simple. You've got the cables that it comes with, the two USB-C cables, which one has the cool little hook with it, and the mini HDMI. I will say the mini HDMI that it comes with, I wish the cord was a little bit longer, especially whenever I'm playing my Xbox. I don't really feel like moving my Xbox around all the time, but luckily I did have an extra cord, so I would have it drag out pretty well. But honestly, I mean, it works with pretty much everything. Laptops, MacBooks. Now, MacBooks, you have to kind of go in the settings and change the resolution in there, but it does work with MacBooks. You know, gaming handhelds. You know, I've seen people use it with a ROG Ally X, PS5, Xbox, and honestly, pretty much anything that you want to hook it up to. And depending on the device, sometimes you can even just run power and video through the single USB-C cable, which keeps the setup super clean, especially whenever I connect it to my computer. Like I said, I've personally been using it a lot while editing videos and gaming, and having that extra screen honestly helps way more than I expected. Now, I already have 3 screens in my setup. I don't think I'm going to do 4, but I'm definitely going to use this and carry it around as that extra monitor with my laptop and my Switch and things like that. And that comes down to my favorite thing about this is that it is portable and just being able to use it wherever you want to. You know, sometimes I don't want to sit at my desk after work all day. So being able to, you know, move somewhere else with a setup like this is actually really nice. Now, there are a couple things worth mentioning because this monitor is pushing 2.5K HDR and 180 Hertz. The amount of power it gets actually matters. So depending on the cable or device you're using, you might notice the monitor dimming, switching modes, or needing additional power. And also, if you have HDR mode on, and you connect it to a lower power source, it won't let you control the dimming. So it's honestly best if sometimes you turn off the HDR depending on the device that you're using. That way you have more control with the brightness. I'll admit it was a bit frustrating, and I had to Google some stuff whenever it first came out to kind of figure that out. So if brightness suddenly seems weird or like you can't change it, that is why. But I mean, overall, this thing honestly feels more like a gaming monitor than a portable monitor. It just happens to be
portable.
Overall, guys, I'm really enjoying this monitor. I love how slick it is. I love how lightweight it is. I love the picture quality. It is so good, especially when I'm playing some Helldivers and a couple of other things. The price for it, guys, it is a steal. I'll bet for some reason I thought it was around $400 or $500 originally, which honestly feels like a $400 or $500 product in my opinion, but being under $200, guys, holy moly, that is phenomenal. I'd say the only reason why not to get it is, you know, if you want something that's HD, just 1080p, that requires a little bit less power consumption for some of those cheaper power banks, sure, you could go for that. But I'm telling you, whenever I go somewhere, I want my video games to look the best that they can. Honestly, this would be a great product for esports, like a little portable esports station that you could set up and stuff like that, or little switch docks around your room if that's something you do. But anyways, guys, I love this product. It's super cool. I'm gonna have a link in my description. Please feel free to ask any questions, and yeah, please like, share, and subscribe.